Good morning, guys. Good morning. Camaro, what's up? Oh man, what did oh, today was didn't feel like waking up today. How's everybody doing this morning? All right, guys. So today we are changing it up a little bit. All we have today will be obsoletes and Confederates. I do have stuff in the buy now, and um, and I do have foreign available. So, okay. All right. All right. All right. So the way I have it set up will be so here's all the foreign here. I got uncut there. So the way I have it okay, too loud, I can't think. Sorry guys. It's so loud I can't even think. All right. So the way I got it set up will be the fractionals here, the $1 two and up there. Got the threes here, got the fives, the tens and up there. Got the twenties and the fifties are here, I think. Let's see. These are all twenties. Uh got the 100, got the fifties here. Let's see here. And the all ball stuff here too. Let's see here. All right, there we go. So 50s and hundreds and all ball stuff there, and all the Confederates up here. Okay. All righty. So we're going to start with the we're going to start with the all of the oh my brain can't think. Start with the fractionals here. Okay. So yeah, it's a crazy morning already. Yes, it is. All right, guys. So here we go. All right. So basically, we got is Confederates and obsoletes. So how's everybody doing this morning? Because my brain is, I just woke up literally like 10 minutes ago. So I just woke up right now. Just trying to get going. All right. So all the different states are within here. We got South Carolina there. We got some Floridas there. So if anybody sees anything they like, let me know, and we'll go ahead and run it for you guys. Okay. So, all right, South Carolinas. So these are all the fractionals that I have available right now. State of Georgia, 50. Got Salem Glassworks, 10 cents. Mhm. There's a 25 from New Jersey. Got New Brunswick, New Jersey, right there. And Hoboken, New Jersey, there, 10 cents. Farmers Merchant, Middletown Point, New Jersey. That's a nice one there. Now here's another Salem Glass Works. And then you got that 1 cent piece. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. So those are all of the fractionals there. All right, let's go with the ones. If you guys see anything that you like, just let me know and I'll go ahead and run it for you guys. Okay. And price are always so I do have the prices there, but we can always oh man, my brain can't think. Can't think any from Indiana. I do. Um, the only thing is right now, I actually I have to look for it because I had them all in different. I had all the states separated, but now I kind of put everything together, so I have to kind of go through it and see if I can find it. Okay, but I do have Indiana. I know I do. Actually, here's Indiana right there. So here's one. I got Perry County Bank from Indiana. Got this one at 145 for this one, or feel free to make an offer on it. Okay. So that's one from Indiana. Here's another one there. This is a nice one there. So this one at 225. Feel free to make offers on them. Okay. 225 on that one there. Let me see. I think I have a five Indiana. I think. Let's find that one here. Florida, Florida. This is Texas, Vermont, Kentucky, South Carolina. Here's the Indiana five right there. And this one's from 1819. That one there, 135. That one, let me see. This is Connecticut. Connecticut. I think those are the only three that I have from Indiana. And it's hard because you have to, the way you gotta separate these is or through states or through some ones. So it's a little bit harder to, and I just didn't want to keep them. I had them like this. So I had them all separated in here. But it's just hard to kind of keep everything organized. I like it organized, but at the same time, I wasn't showcasing anything. So these are all the different states. I have like 32 different states available. So it just got a little bit more. It got a little bit tough. So and now I'm just waking up, so it's all that stuff. Wisconsin. Gotta see what I have. Let's see. So I do have Wisconsin. We just got to find it. Indiana, Connecticut, Nebraska. Hmm. Maybe I made a mistake the way I did it. Mississippi, Alabama, North Carolinas. So these are all the ones that I have right now. Um, Michigan, Michigan. Oh, here's another Indiana there. Indiana. And this one is from, here's a Wisconsin right here. Mm, Wisconsin there. Got this on 135. All right, let's start running some stuff, guys. We'll take $10 off. If you guys want to make an offer on it, just feel free to make an offer. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. Okay, so I'll take $10 off. And so this is actually called a merchant script. The state of Wisconsin, $1 merchant script. And those are the ones right there. Maybe I should have just left them all in different states. But it's so much easier. Um, uh, Texas, Florida. These are the twos that I have right now. So Texas, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Nebraska. We have Nebraska, Nebraska. Let's see, Mississippi. Got Mississippi, Alabama. We have, let's see, New Jersey, got Boston, South Carolina. Here's a Michigan here. Got this one at 115. I'll start this at 105. Feel free to make offers on it. Mhm. Michigan. One signature on that one there. That's pretty cool. Best I can do is 95 on that one, brother. So 95. That's the lowest I can go on it. Merchant script. This is from Wisconsin there. See here, Tallahassee, Texas, Ohio. This is New Jersey. I'm gonna have to reorganize these again. Just kind of put them all within states. I got Michigan here. Got this one at 130. That one there. 130. We'll start this one at 120. 110. Let me see if I can do 110 on this one here. Yeah, that fits the books. So I'll go ahead and do 110 on this one. Yeah. What's up, Cash? Oh, doing good, brother. Yeah, I just literally woke up. I've been over working hard over the weekend, redoing my bathroom, and just got everything knocked down over the weekend. And right now, I f- is I'm just not waking up. So it's one of those things, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. So, and so I reorganized all of this, and what's the 66? That will be the South Carolina, and I do have this Michigan here also. Is remainder $3 remainder. I got that one at 195 on that one there. And I have 66 grade South Carolina. I got that one at 300 or best offer on that one there. So yeah, so the whole week I'm gonna do try to do these. So here I can start at 280 unless you want to make an offer on it. 280. Take 20 bucks off on that one there. Some beautiful note there. 1872. To have this one there. Bank of Michigan. Got this at 195. We'll start it at 175. Mm, This Michigan 3. That's a neat one right there. Some educational there. Memphis, Tennessee. Let me see. Got this one from District of Columbia, DC. And good morning. Yeah, I'm trying to wake up myself. just wanna, just trying to wake up. So it's a Washington D.C. there. Yeah, it's kind of weird the promoting thing, but we still got those. All right, so those are the $3 ones there. So what I'm trying to do is put them as three fives. These are all the $5 that I have. I'll start with Florida here, guys. So I'm just gonna have to go this route. So until we see anywhere. So I'm gonna with the fives. I got a Florida. Here's another Florida. Florida fives. So if anybody sees anything they like, here's a Texas Treasury warrant. Vermont. So I do have Vermont uncut sheets also. I got two of those. Good morning. Good morning. Just waking up myself. Trying to wake up, guys. So I apologize. All right, here's a Frankfurt Bank. This is where is this from? Kentucky. That one is a Kentucky note. Here's the South Carolinas coming up. Try to keep at least all the so here's all the fives. So there is this one is from South Carolina. Here's an Indiana five here from 1819 on that one there. So South Carolina, no, yeah. So I have more than one, but look, I have this one in greater than a 66. Got that one there. That one at 300. I got this one here. This one's from 1855. Let me see. It does have a few pinholes here and there. You see them there. So I have this one at 115 for that one. I can take. Let me see what I can do on this one. Um, Here I can start this one at 95 for you. Start this one at 95. I have more North Carolinas, but this is the five that I have. So I have this one. Got it at 300. I'll do it for 280 for you. All right. Well, Captain, it is what it is. That's my prices. All right, let's move on, guys. Indiana. Here we go. This is a 135. All right. Here's Connecticut. This one at 165. All right. Here's another Connecticut there. Here's Bank of New England. Connecticut there. That's a cool one right there. Got this one at 165. Just make offers. Make offers. If it's the books, we'll let it go. Feel free to make offers, guys. This one is from, where is this from? 5057, Nebraska. That one's 135 from Nebraska. Here is another Nebraska. Got that one at 115. So that one's cut canceled there. That's a cut cancel marking there. All right, here's the Virginia. Very nice Virginia one right there. And I got that one at 165. Just that's small pinholes. Trying to find it somewhere in here. I don't even see it. Let me see. Oh, it's like that itty bitty little thing right there. So yeah. So feel free to make offers, guys. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. All right. This one is from Ohio. 80 bucks on this one. Mm. Alabama. Alabama got this one for 45 bucks. Too rich. Here, we'll start this one. 35 is the best I can do on this one here. Mm, mm. 35 on that one. Alabama. Alabama 5. Welcome in all. If you see anything that you like, just feel free to make an offer. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. It's gorgeous, Maryland. Look at the colors on this one. Hook us up, please, Carlos. Hook us up with what, brother? What you want to be hooked up with? All right, this one at 235. There we go. So we got that one. See anything they like, just let me know. Yeah, so it's the first time I actually do a show just with Confederates and obsoletes only. So 1835 on that one. This one is from Maine. That's a gorgeous one from Maine. So I'm showcasing all the $5 ones first. There's a Maine one. If you see anything that you like, just feel free to make an offer. As long as it fits the books, we'll let her go. There's another Alabama from the 1850s. Got this one at 105. Mm. And this one is from New Brunswick. I think New Jersey on this one here. Yeah, New Jersey. This one's a gorgeous one. Look at the back on that one there. 185. We'll start this at 175. So feel free to make an offer. 175. Absolutely stunning note. These all remain. There's one signature only on these right here. Is pretty cool. And that one there. Look at this. There's another New Jersey there. Do you ever handle one of these raw? It's like I know, dude. I do it because I pull them all out. Every time I get them, I put them. I put fresh new flips. The holders. But they're like exact. I don't even know how people used to spend this stuff, man. It's like so soft. It's ridiculous, you know. But they are gorgeous. That's why I like having them because they are just gorgeous notes. I got that one at 190. That one there. So these are all the 5 remainders that I have. This one is from. I did have them organized in states, and then I wanted to put them all in denominations. Like this one's a New Jersey 5 right there. So I try to keep them organized at least within states through the stack. So here's a Boston right there. There's a Boston. Got that one at 65. Yeah, we'll do this one at 55. Boston 5. Boston. Here's a Canal Bank here. Now, the Canal Bank's one of the most prettiest notes out here, guys. What's going on? Good morning. Gorgeous banknotes. I wish they were worth a lot more, but I know there's a ton of them, so got this one at 90. Got that one at 90. Here's another Canal Bank. So these are all the 5s that I have. Canal Bank, New Orleans, remainder, gorgeous reverses on them. Look at that beautiful note. 85 on that one. Here's a Louisiana 5. Louisiana 5. I have that one at 85. So this is fundable in 6% coupon bond, 1862. So this is during the Second World War. I mean, the Second World War, the Civil War. After July 1866. So this is Raleigh. So this one is, let's see here, North Carolina. I got that one at 175 there. That one's a nice one there. Railroad Bank, Kalamazoo. This one is from Michigan. A few pinholes there. Got that one at 85. Here's another Michigan here. Yeah, once I get to know where all my notes are, I'll definitely, you know, this one has pretty cool. Look at that 444 right on there, 1930, 1837. This one is at 115. That's not bad on that one there. Here's Tennessee 5. So does and I think it could be a canceled there. Yeah, 130 on that one. Look at that. Bank of Tennessee. Yeah, once I get to know where all the notes are, I'll definitely be a little faster in finding them. State of Perfection. This one is from Purdy College Bank. State of Perfection. Uh, Man, I don't even. I can't. The possibility that I don't even know where this one's from. I had it all. So we got that one there. Washington D.C. 1851. So this one I have at 165. So feel free to make offers, guys. Like I said, as long as it fits the book, so it's all the fives there. Now here's some of the threes here. Got this gorgeous Florida Railroad 3. It does have that center, well, not really center, that top fold on it. So this was part of an uncut sheet, so that's why it has that fold right there. It's all weird. Got this one at 280. But other than that, it is an obsolete. It's pretty cool. Obsolete remainder. Here's a $3 Texas scripts, Washington County script, 1860s. So I have this one at 145 on that one there. I think I'm gonna have to reorganize them in states for tomorrow's show. So it's better, about a lot easier and faster to organize them within different states instead of denominations. Uh, the Texas one, I have a few Texas that are pretty cool. So this one here, I got it at 145. You can make me an offer there. Hey, what's up, Apron? 145. Let me see what I can do for you. I mean, I can start it at 115. That'll probably be the lowest I can go on it. On that Texas script. No educational. I do have one educational that I came across. That's pretty cool. I do have other Texas script. Yeah, those are pretty cool, right? So I do have a few. This is the only three. Thank you very much, Jerome. Number two. Um, I do have a few Texas. I know that one's one of them. Let me see here. There was I think it was in the twos. Let's see. Oh, here's the other two. Here's the $2 Texas, and then I'll show you educational that I came across. So this one, I can do the same thing. I can do 115 on this one here. Mm. It's a $2 also script from Texas. A better plan. You see, this is a South Carolina right there. And this educational. Let me show you something that kind of. I mean, education normally there is a different type of note. Is a U.S. note, but let me show you something that. Let me see if it's here in the $2. Let me see, it's not here. Maybe it's the $1 that I got. Just kind of, just kind of showcases education on the note itself. Franklin Mint. Let me see here. Let's see. Was it here? Let me see. State of Indiana. It's not here. It's not the threes. I don't know, where was it? Let's see here. I might know it's not the 20s. I guess the tens, maybe. So I did have. No, I didn't show the tens yet. Got a lot of nice tens, but it's not in here. Let's see. kind of give you an understanding. Oh, here it is, right here. So you see how these notes portray education. So this one's actually an obsolete educational note in a way. Um, so basically, instructor instructing kids. So, but when you're talking about educational, you're referring to, um, let's see, it's the $1. Show you what that is exactly. I don't have any educationals right now, but right there, this one, there it is. So this is the educational right there. So that one right there. So that's why this note right here resembles that one there. You know, resembles the educational right there. So this is technically an educational obsolete note. That's pretty cool. The Michigan notes, which one? You talking about this? Oh, this one right here. Yeah, I got this one at 195. Let's see. I'm gonna start it at the lowest I can go. Okay. Um, all right, I can start this at 164. Yeah. Mm, I think that's a gorgeous note there. So it is a obsolete remainder educational note. That's pretty awesome. Mm, mm. All right, so I got that one there. So that one's pretty cool. Here is let me see. This one's from District of Columbia, so Washington D.C. So these are all the $3 that I have. Here's another D.C. right here. Oh, those are the three DCs. Any good quality? Gypsy Mexicos. I do. Let me see what I have here. Let me see. Gypsies. I think the only thing I have left of the Gypsies, I have one left. This is my last Gypsy note right here. Mm, got that one at 15. We can start this at $10. The only one I have left. What's the lowest you can do on the Indiana notes? Which one? Can you tell me like denomination wise, like the $3 or which one? This is the last one, five that I have. Any Indiana? I got you. All right, we'll go through it, and but that's the last Gypsy that I have, guys. Last Gypsy. You got it, Ethan. Thank you very much. All right, let me go through it. Let me go through the ones first, and then I'll show you what I got. Right. Let's go through the ones first and look for some Indianas here. Got Florida, Rhode Island, South Carolina. Look at that sucker right there. Look at that beauty, South Carolina note right there. Got that one. All right, so I got this Indiana right here. So this is it. This is from 1854. Love it with the horses. So this one here at 145, I can do. I can start this at 120 is the lowest I can go on that one there. 120 on this one here. Um, Like I said, I have more Indiana. Just there, right? I organized everything one fives, one fives, 20s, 10s, 50, hundreds. And all the Confederates are right up there too. So I have this one. I love this one here. Look at this one right here. Look at that Indiana note. And this one is from 1858. Gorgeous seals on that one. This one is at 225 or best offer on that one. That one's pretty cool. So that one is so I got that Indiana there. I think there's another Indiana in here that I missed. Wisconsin, Alabama's. Let's see here. This one is from Boston, Massachusetts. So Raleigh, North Carolina. Got these all North Carolinas here. Michigan. Let me see here. This one is from Michigan. Michigan. State of Indiana. State of Indiana. Here we go. So these are Indiana right there. Got that one from 1853. So I got that one at 155. Got that one at 155, and I got this one here. Now this one's pretty cool. Love the signatures on that one there. So I got this at 165. But like I said, feel free to make offers, guys. Here, I'll take start at 150 unless you guys make an offer on it. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. I got my handy calculator there so we can calculate some stuff. Load the railroads on that one there. All right, so this is the Indianas. So these are all the ones that I have. I think this one here. This one is from Nebraska. Nebraska. This one's from 1863. So this is during the Civil War era. So I got this one at 220 on that one there. That's pretty cool. 220 on that one. So there. Silk company there. Too rich for me right now, but I'll keep you in mind. Sounds good, brother. Thank you very much. I do have, like I said, this is just the $1. I still have all the other ones there too. So all right. So I'm just trying to see, like go, make it a little bit simpler, but here's a Virginia. Look at this 12 and a half from Virginia. So I only have one of these right here. That's a neat one right there. 85. Here, we'll start this on 75 bucks. I think it's pretty cool. Mhm. So maybe tomorrow I'll reorganize it, put it back all within states. Be a lot easier. All within states again. Yeah, there. So these are all the 10s. So this is actually from Texas too. So this is a Texas Treasury warrant. They're in my shop. Well, I don't have a shop per se. This is my office, and I just stream only. So, but like I said, I'm gonna reorganize kind of everything, put everything back within states again. So, but I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run obsoletes this whole week. This will be the week of obsoletes because I have to. I have literally about 32 different states, and I have a ton of notes that I didn't realize. I probably have over 150 obsolete notes from all different states. So I didn't realize it until I packed myself with them. So it's crazy. As when I started organizing and putting them all up here, I was like, "What the Samuel? I got so much stuff." So here's a 1863. Got this at 175. Feel free to make offers, guys. Here, I'll start this at 155. Feel free to make offers. There's another Texas warrant, Treasury warrant. But it's super cool to see these right here. 1864. So we got 1864, 1863 up here. So here is Kentucky. A Kentucky 10 there. Got that one at 125. Here's another South Carolina. So I know I bought a few South Carolinas. This one's number 30. That's pretty cool. So there's a South Carolina there. 175 on that one. Here's another South Carolina there. That one's cut canceled. You see it right there. Cut canceled on that one. 145 on that one there. And here is another gorgeous note. Cut canceled also. South Carolina. That's a gorgeous note. 180 on that one there. Here's another beautiful South Carolina. Cut canceled too. Look at that one there. Got that one at 165. Here's another one here. Now this one's it's pretty cool. You got two different tens right here. Same gentleman on the left. Two different types of bills. That's pretty awesome. Look at that signatures on that one there. Signatures on that one super awesome. So I got that one at 165. And we'll start it at 155. Feel free to make offers. Yeah, so just had a rough uh anything like the design, but for Texas. No, I don't have anything in Texas. All I have is the scripts only. these type of Texas notes are very difficult to find. I haven't been able to find not one. I think my brother has a Texas still graded, but yeah, I don't have any Texas like this. They're just so and they're expensive. So if you find them like this, they're expensive. Now this one says state. Oh yeah, so these are Indiana. So the state of perfection. Look at this thing. But these are from Indiana there. Yeah, but they're hard to find. So whenever you do see one, and you're gonna pay up a little bit on them, but whenever you see one, go ahead and grab it. You know, if you know, because they're 5, 6, 700 bucks. So Indiana there, Connecticut there. This one's from Ohio. Look at this one here. That's in Ohio there. It's a 1860. But they do have. So you think that they don't have? Let me see. Hold on. I'll tell you. I got a book of obsoletes here. You guys want to see my? Here's my obsolete book. See how thick that sucker is. So I'll check. I'll let you know what Texas ones they have. New Hampshire, RST, Boston, Maryland, Maine, New Jersey, New Orleans, Louisiana, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Savannah, Georgia, Florida, Washington, Alabama, Virginia. Yeah. So normally, let me see. All right. So this is all the Texas one. Yeah, I'll show you all the Texas one. They do have here. Let me put this up real quick so I can show you what they look like. All right, here we go. Uh, all right, so this is where Texas starts right there. So these are all the different Texas notes. They did start. Please look at the prices here. About $2,200 for that one. So 1837. So they do have. So Republic of Texas 1836, statehood in 1845. So they did a statehood in 1845. So these are all the different ones right here. 325, very fine, about 600, 450, 600 right there, 400, 800. You see, so those are like, and this is like prices from back in the day, you know? So these, I do have some of these treasury warrants, like 150 for that one, 150. So you did a good deal on those because they're supposed to be around 150 bucks for the treasury warrants, 200 on that one there or more, you know? So yeah, so these are all the Texas, all the different Texas obsolete notes right there. All of these right there. Yeah, there's a ton. Look at that, $1.51, 850 for that one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I bought this book. This book is out of print. So the guy that made it, he's no longer with us. So, but I these are very hard to find these books. So yeah, so they have plenty of notes. They're just so hard to find. Look at this one, 2,500, 800, 250. So like I said, if you do find Texas stuff, I do have three more Texas notes here. Um, if you want those, I do have three more. Yeah, very cool book. Um, kind of shows you. I actually found out. I have one here. Let me see. So I got this one here. So I got it at 175. Like I said, these could be around 200 bucks for that one there. So I have that one. That was a pretty cool one. So if you want to make a deal on that one, let me know. Let me see here. So I have, let me see, this one right here. I was able to, actually somebody made a copy of it. Really nice copy, but not too bad looking copy. But it ended up being a copy. So, but I noticed I was iffy about it because the paper. These paper are super thin. That one was really thick, and I was like, man, it's kind of funky, you know. And then I was able to find a real one right here. So this is a real one right there. So this is from I forgot the name state. Let me see. This one is from oh, no, Ohio, Michigan, I think, or no, MD. MD is Maryland. So Maryland, yeah, thank you. So Maryland there. So I found this one here, and also the other one that I had didn't have. You see how this one has your um, your fibers, your different color fibers. So the other one didn't have that either. So I got this on 145. So it's pretty cool. These are pretty nice there. So here's all the tens that I have available. Bank of America, New York. This one's from New Orleans, Canal Bank. Oh, $90 now. So the Canal Banks are pretty nice. They're pretty cool. So these are between 85 and $90. There's a lot of Canal Banks. That's why it's a little bit less expensive. So and here's a Lexington, North Carolina. So this is probably the one of the most colorful uh, North Carolina notes that there are. I sold a couple of these that were graded in a 20 grade for like 150, 160. This one I got it for 175. It's not a bad looking note. It doesn't have any pinholes or anything like that. So it's a really nice one there. And I love this horse one. Look at this Michigan. So anything with a horse on it, cut canceled. See it right there. Cut cancel notes. So I got this one at 115 for this Michigan here. So I got that Michigan there. So those are all the tens that I have. Here, let me run this one here. Got it at 175. We're running for 150. Running for 150 on this Treasury Warren $10 Texas note. Yeah, so like I said, anything Texas wise is just gonna be, well, you already saw the prices. You saw the prices. All right, let me go on. Let me run. I got two more Texas also. Let me see what I can do for you there. And, okay, this is number four. Yeah, I think I have. Let me find the two other Texas. I know I have two more Texas for sure. And normally in the front here. All right, so I got this one here. There's five Treasury warrants, 165 on that one. Yeah, we'll start this one at one. I'll do 145 for you. This is another Texas Treasury warrant. Yeah, it's a pretty cool, super cool, awesome notes there. Signatures on them. And I think I have one more. I think in the $1 or the two. Let me see. Uh, yeah, I'm getting. This is so it's not in the $1. These are all the $1 here that I have. Different states. Alabama. It's not here. I think it's in the $2. Let's see. Here it is right here. The 250. I got the 250 Texas. Let's see. And then I have three different ones. Here's a $2. I think I put this script. So this one should be around 150 bucks. So I got it at the right price. So here we'll start this one. But I think I did it at 115 for you the last time. So I'm gonna honor that price once again. And I love this one here because it does have the big Tesla's lettering in the back. So that was pretty cool. So I do have it set at the right price. So all right, so there we go. And then the 2.5 Texas there. Here's a Tallahassee. So if you guys are looking for a certain state, let me know. Um, I'm getting to know where I put all my stuff now. So got this at 375. This is a really beautiful note right here, guys. Gradable note there. Rhode Island too. Got the South Carolina. Look at the South Carolina here. This one at 195 for that one there. 195 on that one. This one is Nebraska. Nebraska too. That one at 170. There's another Nebraska. Gorgeous Nebraska. So one of the main things that I love about these notes is the how there's so much detail into it. The artwork on it is so ridiculously good. So that's why I actually love buying these things to resell them. But I don't mind if I don't sell them fast enough either. So they're just so cool. They're just so cool to have. In a way, it's kind of my collection. So it's a pretty cool collection that I have already here. So I have that one at 225 or best offer on that one there. Here's another Nebraska here. Got that one, 190. So these Nebraska ones are pretty up there in price. So feel free to make offers. If not, so these Ohio's are pretty cool. These are not too expensive. 95 on that one. I'll start at 85. Obsolete remainders, Ohio. So this is from the Franklin Silk Company. Is Benjamin Franklin right there. And he was a very busy person. You know, Constitution, businesses. It's crazy the way how much work this guy did. Here's a Mississippi here. So somebody asked me, "Do you find any more railroads? Let me know." I was like, "I got a bunch of railroads now, so bunch of different railroad notes." So I got that one at 125. So feel free to make offers, guys, as long as it fits the books. Here's the Alabama note. So this is also during the Civil War era. Mechanics Association. So this one here, I got it at 135. Mechanic Association there. Here's a deposit bank note, $2 bill, it's 1862. Mechanics Association also. So this one should be, I think, Alabama too. So $90 on that one there. Let me see here. Here's another two. This is from 1828. That's a nice note right there. It's crazy how these things lasted all this way. A lot of people, and I bet you a lot of these were put in books because it's just so fragile, guys. Look at the paper on this. They use rice paper, so look at the paper on that. Almost transparent. It's pretty cool. You know, and it's crazy how they've lasted this long. So signatures on that was pretty cool. What's up, Sarakote? Yeah, everything's going good. Just waking up. I woke up late today. Woke up late today and just getting into the action. But we're here, man. We're here. Here's New Jersey too. I do have a 5 on this one here. So New Jersey, no, that one at 185 or best offer. There is a Franklin Bank from Boston. That's a pretty cool one. Boston, Massachusetts. Look at this guy. Boston. This one had, yeah, okay. So I got some right there. So I got that one at 150. Some of these North Carolinas, these are pretty cheap. So here we'll do this one at 45. There's a North Carolina $2 bill. So if you guys are looking for a certain state, check out the buy now, guys. I do have some 2025 pennies in there too. Now the pennies, I don't know if there's some that are double sided. I don't know if they're D's or not. They're Denver's, but I'm not sure. So that's why I put P or D, what you're gonna receive. So all right, here is a Michigan note, $2 note. Michigan $2 note there. So if you guys are looking for a certain state, just let me know and I'll go ahead and try to find it for you. Just now getting to know where all the notes are. So I wanted to kind of put them in different denominations. So here's a merchant script here, $2. That was pretty cool. Look at that. Merchant script from NAP Scout Incorporation there. Pretty cool. Okay. So those are the twos there. I do have two Vermont uh, obs- obsolete notes, and they are uncut sheets. So I got these at 145. Here, I'll start this one at 135. Feel free to make offers on it. So I have two of these available. These are pretty cool. I love about these is just the way they showcase the printing right here. Also, uncut sheets in their state, raw form, and you got part of the 5 up here, and part of the 5 down here that are also stuck in there. So I have two of those sheets there available. All right, let's show the Confederates now. I'm gonna go ahead and run some of these Confederates. All right, so I do have this uncut Confederate of 1861. 1861. So I have this one here. I got this one at 345. Here, I'll run it at 325. Feel free to make offers on it. But I think it's pretty cool the way these notes are. Mhm. So basically, one note actually has the same serial number on both. So this is one note basically. So this is basically 10. Yeah, hand signed. Yep, they're all hand signed. These old ones are hand signed. Right there, you see it? See the bleed through coming through. So this is basically one note, but it's an uncut sheet. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, so I got it for 345. I ran it for 325. Make an offer on it. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. All right. So here we go. Here's I'm gonna showcase. It's not legal tender no longer. This is Confederate. So these are all were used in the Confederate era, and that one also. So at the time it was legal tender, but it's no longer. Now they're illegal tender. They're not illegal, or they're not. They're just right now they can be sold as a what you call it, collectible. So now they're collectible notes. So exactly, collector's item. They're not illegal, but they are a collector's item. So they are obsolete. Hi, what's up, brother man? There you go. So they are obsolete. All right, so there we go. So everything that you see here is obsolete, no longer being used as any type of legal tender. Back in the day, they used to be, but now no longer used. So I got these cheap guys here. I'll start these at 45 and go on these. The Confederate one, old, super old Americana. Confederate one. Look at that. It's pretty cool. So these are the Confederate notes that I have right now available. Now this one here has a tear right there. So, but they've lasted this long, guys. Here's another Confederate one. Dude, I when I started organizing everything, I didn't realize how much stuff I have, bro. Oh yeah, bro. I know. I noticed that everything skyrocketed last night. Everything skyrocketed last night. I know it's pretty cool, man. All that silver you got, bro. Hey, you want to come down, man? We'll sell it over here. Sell it at my supplier. He'll buy it from me. You want to come down, bro? We'll sell it all over here. Or if you want, we can meet up sometime this week. We can meet up in Jacksonville. Bring it down. Sell it for you. Actually, I sold the gold also. Yeah, man. So I mean, I think hold it. I think it's best to hold it. I should have. I sold some of mine. I should have hold it, man. I would have been a lot better now. Yeah, when I sell my silver now, I'm selling it at close to $50 an ounce. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, definitely, bro. Bro, because the dollar value has gone down. So the dollar value keeps going down. Silver and gold keeps going up. And silver is not done because silver is undervalued. So, it's still in a good, you know, it's still good to buy right now. So still good to buy. Whenever you see gold and silver go up, guys, it's because the dollar value it's gonna keep going down. That is the reason why. So the dollar value keeps going down, and gold and silver keeps going up. All right, we got this one there. Look at this one right here. That is a cool call note, guys. Yeah, you go. That's true too. So basically, more money printed. That's what you get inflation. More you print, the more the value goes down. So got that one. Pretty awesome. Confederate two. Got a few Confederates. Well, when we got into this business, we basically learned financing, you know. So yeah, I started learning all this stuff when I got into crypto, and yeah, so we just started learning all this stuff together, if you see anything that you like, guys, feel free to make an offer on it. Confederate two there, got 75 on that one there. All right, 75. Here's some fives. So let me know what you guys are looking for. Oh, chilling, brother, chilling. And here's 175 here. We'll start this one at 65. Confederate 5. Mm. So today we're just doing Confederates. We're doing obsolete. So everything that you see in front of me is all my obsolete notes. Buck and go. You crazy, brother? No buck and go. I haven't been able to do any of these. South Florida notes don't have any South Floridas. No South Florida notes. I had one remain small note and I've sold it already. So these are all the fives that I have available. Different grades. There's that one right there. Oh, you got a bunch of South Floridas? Well, no, you can put in to buy now or get with the with Mr. Nice Guy 13 if you want to get with Mr. Nice Guy and sell it to him directly, brother. You know you make your money, brother. You good, brother. You good. I just sell them. I mean, I'll get them when I get them. We'll trade whenever we see each other. Confederates, 1861. You'll trade for obsoletes. Well, I got, like I said, I have tons of obsoletes, bro. I probably have over 15 to about 15 grand worth of obsoletes probably right now. And Confederates. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Got some tens here. So I got five tens. I got one twos, five tens, 20s. I do have a gorgeous 50 Confederate note. Got that one there. So I got a gorgeous 50 Confederate notes. Got some 20s. Do you ever mint? Never mint. Did they ever mint? I think they did. I just never seen them. You know. Look at this one here, 1863. That one. Look at the paper on that one. So I got that one at 65. There. Look at this 50. Got canceled. That's a gradable 50 right there. Look at that thing. First series. That's an 18. Yeah, stamp of death. So this one has a bunch of cool stuff. Has a stamp of death right here. Gorgeous note. 1863 is the first issue. The reverse is gorgeous on that one. Got that one at 295. So the stamp of death is was going to be destroyed in October. So they put that stamp basically to destroy the note. It was supposed to be like shredded, and it made it. It made it without being shredded. So it's pretty cool. So that's what the stamp is. So not a lot of these have the stamp. You see, so a lot of them don't have the stamp. So it's actually they're harder to find. Yep. Yeah, these are actually harder to find with the stamp of death. A lot of people will grade these all day long, you know. So this is a first series. You got the stamp of death right there, 1863. And it's a gorgeous looking note. Good high grade on that one there. I got this one at 295. And then I have these are the 100s that I have. 1864 100. Yes, exactly. They survive. Yep, exactly. Somebody shaves it from the shredder. 1864. And mind you guys, they only made Confederate notes from 61 to 64. So 64 was the last year they made Confederate notes. So you only have 4 years of Confederate notes. So, and here's some specimen. I have a Visa traveler's check specimen. And here's a cashier's check. I mean, a cashier line of bank. There we go. All right, so we have those right there. So we got those. All right. So let's see. All right. All right. Show you these right here. Look at these. Never seen those. I'm still. I got a Peoria. I got a $100 Peoria. You're talking about a Oh no, did I sell it already? Let me see. Oh no, I sold the Peoria already. Yeah. No, I sold it the last show. Let me see. Hold on. Oh no, here it is. Nope, I got it. I still got it. I thought I sold it, but I still got it. There is the Peoria, Illinois, 204. Got this one at 375. Yeah, I'll bring it down 350. Not make me an offer on it. Rare notes to find right here, guys. To make me move. If you make me an offer, fits the books, we'll let it go. But yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. Alrighty. All right, let me show you this right here. Look at this DC bond script note right here. That's pretty cool. So it does have one of the bonds stuck to it there. Look at that. Certificate of indebtedness. So, like I said, 165. Feel free to make offers, guys. Yeah, we'll start this one at 155. It's pretty cool. Washington, D.C. Yeah, I do have gold available in the buy now, guys. I have not changed the gold prices on the 110 ounces. So feel free to take advantage of it. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool. Look at this Manhattan Silver Mining Corporation. Look at that one right there. Got that one at 75. That one's pretty cool. So I got that one. I got two. I got the 5 and the 10. Well, these are from Nevada. Here, let's do the package deal. We got 75 on each. Times two. That's 150. Let's do 140. The 140 for both. Uh, Gold is over. I know, dude. It's crazy. $3,800 on gold, guys. And I have not changed my gold pricing on any of it yet. Yeah, it did. I saw that it did kiss 45. Look at this state of Missouri. Look at that right there. 1874. Look at the back on that one. Look at the back on that one. It's pretty cool. Got that one there. This is called a promissory note from Hawaii. Hawaii. So here we go. 125 for the pair. Let's see if I can do that. Uh, yeah, fits the books. Here you go. Let's do it. So you guys make some offers, guys. Fits the books. We'll let it go. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I think they're really cool. It's the only pair that I got too, so it's the only ones that I have. The only ones that I have are MP. You got them. Thank you very much. And then I made these custom made top loaders too. With custom made top loaders on top of that. Number 5. Yeah, so this whole week, this is what I'm gonna run this whole week, guys. Because I have to move these notes. I have way too many notes. I didn't realize how many notes I had until I went through them. So here, 95 on this one. Look at that gorgeous note. So this one is from Missouri. A large note. Let's do 195. Let's do 80 bucks on this one here. So this one's for $24. It's like almost a check, for the state of Missouri. Look at that. Like an old check note type of thing. Promissory note here. I know, very nice color. Hawaii here. This one I have it at 95. Here we'll do this one at also 80 bucks. If you guys want to do bulk deals, guys, bulk deals are welcome too. Bulk deals are welcome. There's Honolulu, Hawaii. There we go. That's the only Hawaii note that I have. All right, so these are checks. These are pretty cool. This is from the Brazil Bank. Okay, we'll start these at 10 bucks. 10 and go. Brazil Bank. Looks like Indiana there. Got that one. Got my first national, 1914. Super cool. Here's Yonkers, New York. Look at that. 1880. Yonkers, New York, 25. I'll start this one at 15 bucks. Feel free to make offers, guys, as long as it fits the books. I think it's pretty cool. Yonkers, New York. Not that one there. I know, bro. I got 10 more sets in the buy it now. I got 10 more of the 2025 penny rolls. I don't know if they're P or D. I know I have, so like there's some that are double sided, but I'm not sure if they're Denver. So that's why I said P or D. I know these are, so this is double sided also right there, and then these are Philadelphia's 2025. So I have these all in the buy it now, guys. Got these in the buy it now, and you'll get one roll of 50 2025 pennies. All right. A two bag, you say Indiana. Yeah, that's an Indiana check. The one that says Brazil Bank on it. Yeah, this one right here. Not this one. This one right here, Brazil Bank right here. And this is from Terry Halton, Indiana. I guess that's what Indiana is. And yes, yes, it is. I know it is. So I got this one at 18. We'll do this one at 10 bucks. 10 and go on that one there. That was pretty cool. $299 check. That's how crazy checks were back in the day. Look at how big these suckers are. You got it. Thank you very much. Dana, Dana, Dana. All right. All right. You're very welcome. Thank you. All right. We got that one. All right. First National Bank. This one's from 1914. So the first start of the First World War, guys. Look at this. Start of the First World War. Here's $15 on it. Specially made top loader for it and everything, guys. Come on. Specially made top loaders. Actually, I cut these myself to fit these. So, mm, start of the First World War, and then I have that Yonkers check there. Got that one. I have this one here from 1891. That Brooklyn, New York, guys. That's pretty cool. Brooklyn, New York, 1891. I got this at 25. We'll start this one at 15. Brooklyn, New York, commercial bank. Feel free to make offers. Now, this one's pretty cool. This one's from Arizona. Look at this thing. Look at that. Look at that note. That one. Look at the top loader. I had to literally cut a top loader on the side to get to it. That's how large. Look at this note right here. How big it is. Look at this. Look at the difference between a Canal Bank 20. So from Arizona, I got this one at 95. We'll start at 85. That's a really cool Arizona note there. $10 note. That's one of the biggest notes I've ever seen. All right, so those are my crazy large stuff right there. All right, let's go through some of these 50s and 100s. I got some here's some Georgia 50s. Some Georgia 50s. I have two of these available from Milledgeville. Maybe I said it right, maybe I didn't. So 135 on these. So I got two of those still available. Here's my South Carolina 50. South Carolina 50. 275 signatures. Look at the signatures on that one there. Canceled. So 275 on that. Silver, they're projecting 100, 150 on silver, but if you put silver at 50 to 1, I mean it should be at 15 over 1500 right now. Because back in the day it used to be 3 to 1. So, so if it's $3,800 divided into 3, I mean silver should be around 12 to 1300 bucks, at 3 to 1. Right now is what where are we at right now? Like 100 to 1? No, a little over. So we're like at 98 to 1. And we're like 98 to 1 right now. So 3 to 1. So basically you buy 3 ounces of silver would be 1 ounce of gold. So that was the 3 to 1. So 3 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. So that's how it was back in the day. And then it got to then started climbing 25 to 1. So 25 pieces of silver for 1 piece of gold. And then right now we had it at 100 to 1 or 101 to 1, but now silver's climbing up, so now it's getting a little bit more like a 98 to 1 or something like that. So but silver is way undervalued. Yeah. Yeah, silver's super undervalued. So right now is the perfect time to buy it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go that high, but I don't think it's gonna go to 3 to 1 anymore, but um definitely I mean, they're projecting 150 to $200 in the next couple of years, in the next 5 years, but never know. Never know. Canal Bank got these 145 on that one. Here's a Greensboro, North Carolina. Look at this note. This is a pretty cool note. So this is during the Confederacy. Got this at 90 bucks. Do you run any dollars? Do you run any at a dollar store? I see 50 this year. Oh yeah, 50 definitely. Well, the problem. Okay, so this is the problem with the dollar starts on this stuff, that not everybody wants all the ones. So the only way the dollar and go are good if 5 or 6 people want the same note. That's the only reason why I would do a dollar and go. But I haven't seen any interest on any of them, so I can't do a dollar and go. If you want something, then we can come with an offer, and if it's the books, we'll let her go. Okay. So yeah, I don't have anything dollar and go right now. None of this stuff right here is dollar and go. So 255 on that one. That was a pretty cool one. What's up, Jason? Yeah. So the only way dollar and gold works, guys, if everybody wants all the notes. If everybody wants all the notes and collects all the notes, then yeah, I'll dollar and go everything because I know it's gonna go for the right price. But if not, I'm not here to lose money, guys. I put a lot of my own money on these notes, and it's my personal money that I have to take care. And I got to take care of my family. That's the whole purpose. You make money for your family. Gotta pay the bills. Got this one at 60. Here we'll start this one at 50 bucks. We'll do a 15 go on that one there. 15 go. I think that's a really cool note for 50 bucks, and it's a $100 Mississippi, Alabama. That was pretty cool. You mean you aren't here to prove us with cheap deals that you lose a lot? Exactly. I'm not here to lose money, guys. So, we're here to make money. So that is the whole purpose of business, right? To make money. And this is a really nice note right here. This one, I love the signatures. I love the dual colors on this one. So, now if I got all these notes for $1, then I would fucking go everything. But all these notes cost money, guys. All of them cost money. That was pretty cool. I like that one there. Look at this right here. So this is actually buck hide. Look at that. Leather. Look at that. Leather. Look at the two-tone leather on that one. That one's from Oregon. So this Egg County buck. Sportsman's good for $1 in trade, Oregon, Lake County. That's pretty cool. What was the exchange rate back in the day? Well, gold was at $20 at one point, $20 for 1 ounce of gold at one point. Um, and I do have like gold notes. I don't have them with me right now, but I do have gold notes. All right, I got this one at 80. We'll do $70 on it. I think it's really cool to find things like this. Oh, the exchange rate. I think that's Louis. You know how much the exchange rate was? I think Oh, it's the same. Okay, because I know that then the Confederate notes were a lot more expensive. Were better more valuable than the. They were all gold back. There you go. Yeah. So we stopped the gold. We stopped backing our dollar with gold in 1975? I think it was. Was it 75 that or was it 64? I don't remember. I know. I remember. I used to remember. And I don't remember it. So this is a contemporary counterfeit from. So the counterfeits during the war, the Civil War, the South was doing. Oh yeah, so 1964. So that's when we did when we exactly perfect. Thank you. So these contemporary counterfeits were done to inflate the value of the notes from South and North. So the North and South were doing this to each other. So here's the North to the South, and here's the South to the North. So these are both counterfeits, New York banknotes, right there. And this is a banknote. This is actually a counterfeit, contemporary counterfeit from the North to the South. So these are pretty cool. So these are both contemporary counterfeits. Oh yeah, here you want? I can tell the difference because I have a original one from here. So let me show you this one. It's right here. You can. I mean, it's a big difference too. You see the difference? There you go. Not dark. I mean, you can tell. Yeah, but look at the artwork on it. Completely different. Artwork is different. The ladies are. You see more details on this one. Also, you see how even the numbers are printed. They're not written. Like these are written. These were not written. Signatures were printed. They were not. They were not written like this one. So you can tell the difference here. Here, let's try to sell this set right here at 195. Here, I'm gonna do a good deal on this one here, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna run this set for $320. I think this is a really cool set for people to have. There you go, 320 on that. I think that's pretty cool. It's how many difference can you spot? Yeah, exactly. But you can tell. I mean, you can tell the difference between them very, so these are pretty cool. So I got these two right there. So and I got these New York also. These are some New Yorkers, and they look at that big old counterfeit right there. Big old counterfeit there. So this is all done during the Second War. I mean the Civil War. So Got these at 185. Here, we'll start these at 155. Feel free to make offers, guys. These are contemporary counterfeits. I think that the South did a better job. They try to use it at Walmart. Man, you show this at Walmart, they'd be like, "What the Sam here are you doing?" So those are my contemporary counterfeits there. I got three of those available. Here's a transportation certificate, 1882 railroad. Super cool. Got this one at 180. Yeah, it's Iowa at 180 on that one. So guys, feel free to make offers. Here, I'll start at 155. What is it for? Right here in Iowa, Chicago, Burlington, and Pacific Railroad Company. This certifies receivable for the amount of $1. You see, in payment of 1/4 of any charge for transportation of freight in the purchase of 1,000-mile ticket. There you go. Train fare. Yeah, it is Iowa. Yep, it is a railroad ticket. There you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So there you go. So like I said, make offers on it. I'll run it once again for 155. Have it at 180. Feel free to make an offer on it. Don't have too many Iowa's old ticket notes, stuff like this. It's pretty cool though. And we got that one. Here's so this is during the Great Depression. This is the notes like a you can try. You want to buy it and try it and see what happens. All right, we'll start this one at 45, guys. The Great Depression note right here, guys. Great Depression note. Michigan. So you know that the Great Depression, all the stocks straight to the floor. There, a lot of people lost their jobs. Yep, 1933. So, so here is District of Columbia. These are two bond notes, $2. So it's $4 right there. I got these at 45. We'll start at 35 bucks. These are District of Columbia, so Washington D.C. bond notes. 1875 and 1876. That's pretty cool. And here is an ad note. So that's pretty cool. Look at this. So this is an ad note from Hammers Smith Courtmere Corporation from Milwaukee. So these are pretty cool. Gotta find a lot of cool stuff, guys. This is like, these are cool collectible stuff. Yep. So here, 115. We'll start at 110. At one, we'll do it at 105. Take $10 off. That's a really cool nail right there. Printers and engravers right there. Zinc etchings. So add no half tones. Never heard of them? Well, there we go. Now you have. So that they were engravers from back in the day from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There you go. It's pretty cool. All right, so those are my cool oddball stuff there. Let me show the 20s here, and I got some of the. This is the only thing I have in graded form. What year is that one? This is from. I can find out. Let me find out for you. Um, let's see. Is it from Milwaukee? South Carolina, Michigan. I know it's from the early 1900s. Don't know exactly what, you know, exactly what dates. See here. Milwaukee, Nebraska, New Jersey. I'm trying to find information real quick on it. Mm. All right, here we go. Hold on. Okay. I gotta look it up. Let me see here if I can. It doesn't tell me here. Let's search. All right. Let's type Chat GPT. Chat GPT does a lot better in finding these things. Yeah. Let me see here. All right, Chat GPT will tell me. Let me see here. Searching the web. All right. Well, we'll find out what year that came from. What years they made them. All right. So these were made. Um. So I get 1912. So between 1900 and 1912. So 1900 to 1912. So there we go. So their business lines over time included direct mail advertising, trade papers, magazines, commercial printing, and engraving. So it's pretty cool. So they incorporated in the 1900s, merged with Colmier Printing Company in 1912. So basically, they got incorporated in 1900 and they merged with this company right here in 1912. Okay. So there we go. So between 1900 and 1912 is when they did their thing. So, all right, I'm going to do it one more time. 105 start. If somebody wants to make an offer on it, I do have it for 115. Here it is. So I think it's pretty cool. 1900s, so 1900 to 1912, to 1912 on that one there. All righty then. All right, let's go with the 20s next. I got some canal banks. Uh, should add that to thumbnail. That right there it's called an ad note from the early 1900s. Picture on show. Oh, this one right here. Sounds good. I will next time. Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and run. Because I'm gonna run a show. I'm gonna run all obsoletes this whole week. So it's just gonna be obsoletes the whole week. It is a rare piece, so well, there you go, brother. Sheesh. I got gold right here, selling it for $105. Mm. Selling it for 105. Yeah, super cool. All right. You guys know I have it, so I'll be here the whole week. So all right. So Canal Bank. Oh, you've only found one? Yeah, well, that's the only one I have too. All right, so I have that one there. 20 Canal Banks. I got a few Canal Banks. $90 on these guys. Obsolete notes, remainders. Oh, you serious? Man, how much you sell that one for? What did that go for? 165. So mine should be worth 225. With nope, and that one's in perfect condition. I know, right? All right, here's Connecticut. 20. New Brunswick. Look at this one, New Jersey. Look at that. That's some gorgeous. So, I find good deals. I give you guys, try to give you guys the best deals possible. I know, right? So I'll start at 200 bucks. That's a gorgeous one. Look at that. The reverse on that one there. And it's New Jersey too. So it's pretty awesome. And I like these New Jerseys. I have a few of these with only one signature on them. They never finalize the signatures and fill the rest of the note. North Carolina. Look at this North Carolina 20. Fundable only. Look at that. That one's super cool. I got that one there. 145 on that one. And here's another Washington, D.C. note. $20. 1840. 1840 on that one. There you go. So I got this one at 115. Cheap, cheap, cheap. All right. So those are my 20s. Gorgeous South Carolina. And the 66th grade. This one's not cut canceled, guys. So that's pretty cool. So this one hasn't been cut canceled. So that's why it's a higher grade. So I got that one at 300 bucks for that one. So these are my graded notes. I do have some of these baby bonds, so I do have these graded. I got 3 and 64 grade. Here, let me see what I can do on these. I'm gonna start these at 75 bucks. Baby bonds, 75. State of Louisiana. Memorize. Sweet life. 920 already. All right, so I got 3 bonds. Here's a Canal Bank in a 62 uncirculated. I got that one at 145. Here, I'll do this at 130. So much better view. I can make it through. Secret place. All right, so those are the only graded notes that I have today here. I'm so all right, look at this 1 cent piece. That's a 1 cent. Wallace Brothers. Look at that. 1882. North Carolina. Look at that. That's a really cool piece right there. 75. We'll start at 65. Feel free to make offers. If you guys are looking for a certain state, just let me know. Forever. 1 cent Wallace Brother. So you can tell how 1 cent used to be worth back in the day, guys. Well, 1 cent used to be worth back in the day. All right, here is a Warner, Tennessee iron from the 1800s. Remainder got this at 80 bucks. Got some South Carolina's 20 cents. Got these pretty cheap, guys. Here, we'll start this one at 20 bucks. South Carolina remainder. Secret plane. All right, we got Charleston, South Carolina, 15 cents. We got that one at 30. And here's, I got this one at 25. State of Florida, 50 cents. Look at that one. That is a gorgeous fractional note there. So these are all the fractional notes that I have. If you guys want to do buy a lot of them or whatever, just let me know. So we'll take 10 bucks off, 115. Feel free to make offers, guys. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. So I got Florida, 25 cents. Here's another Florida 25. This is 1862. State of Florida, 45 on that one. This one has a hole in it. 10 cents. I got this one at 60. Look at they used a reverse note or some type of note in the back. That's pretty cool. Here's some more South Carolinas. I got 25, 50 cents. There's another 50, 75, 50 cents there. State Bank of Georgia. So Confederate Treasury. Confederate Treasury note, 50 cents. Got this one at 35. We'll start this one at 30 bucks. Feel free to make offers. If you guys are looking for anything in particular, guys, just feel free to ask. Close my eyes. So Lemon Glass works. I actually have a 10 and a 5. Got this set right here. It should be worth. I do have Maryland. I just gotta find them, but I do have some. So I got these at 65 and 60 on those. Maryland. Let me see if I have any fractions from Maryland. This one. I'm gonna reorganize it again to different states. New Jersey. These are all New Jerseys here. New Jersey. So, all right, let me find the Maryland for you. Let me see. I know I have a nice Maryland up here. That's a 10. Let me show you what I got. South Carolina. South Carolina. South Carolina. This is Indiana, Connecticut. Uh, this is from. Yeah, I know this is Maryland right here. I think. Let's see. I don't know. That's a possible Maryland there, but yeah, I got this one here. So a gorgeous Maryland note right there. So I have that one at 145. You can make an offer on it. They're all started at 135, but feel free to make offers. As long as it fits the books, we'll let it go. It's a gorgeous Maryland note. Good morning. How we doing? I am good. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Maryland, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to look it up. I got to look that one up. Got that one at 195 on that one. I think those are the only Marylands I have there. Let me see. Alabama, North Carolina, Michigan, Michigan. This is Wisconsin, Soto, Nebraska, Alabama. Got a few Alabama notes there. Confederate notes from Alabama. Let's see here. Texas here, Texas there, Florida, Rhode Island. Let's see, Nebraska, 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 Ohio, Mississippi, Alabama there. New Jersey, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Michigan, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin. The three. Florida, New Jersey, Hoboken. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm going to reorganize this for tomorrow's show. Make sure that I get all the states back in position. Michigan there, Memphis, Tennessee, DC, and Washington, DC. Let's see what I have with Maryland's in here. We should have some Maryland's in the fives. South Carolina, Indiana. Let's see. Nebraska, Virginia, Alabama, Maryland. Oh, here's a Maryland right here. Maryland 5. That is one gorgeous note. It's a stunning note. Got this one at 235. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll start that one at 200. That is one stunning note right there. This one is not. This one has been cut, canceled, or nothing either. Let me see this one from Maine, Alabama, uh, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Canal Banks, Louisiana. Fractionals from Kentucky. Let me see if I have any fractionals from Kentucky. Tennessee, South Carolina. I think all I have is Florida and South Carolinas right now. I don't have anything from and New Jersey. Yeah, I don't have anything from Kentucky. Yeah, mostly all New Jersey's. Salem Glassworks from New Jersey and Georgia. Yeah, so I don't have any from that state. So alrighty. I think I'm done for today. I'll see you back tomorrow. I'm gonna reorganize all this and you know, set it up better. Okay. All right, guys. Let me send you guys off to